Tonight, Prohibition ended 82 years ago this month, but the mystique of moonshine seems to live on. It was once the bad boy of booze. Well, now it's in demand and trendier than ever in what's being seen as moonshine mania.
But moonshine is where everything sort of begins.
We're talking whiskey, not the more commonly known aged variety happening in these barrels at the Kings County Distillery, but the stuff straight from the still, moonshine.
It's kind of the precursor to what bourbon becomes.
Moonshine is unaged whiskey. The name comes from its illicit background, brewed and sold literally by the light of the moon, undercover during Prohibition and always out of sight of the taxman. And it's generally not known for its taste, until recently.
We take care to make a very narrow cut of what comes out of the still, which ultimately yields a much more expensive but much smoother and more palatable spirit.
This 6-year-old Brooklyn distillery is light years from the backwoods still. This carefully tended operation boils and ferments about 3 tons of corn weekly. It's combined with barley into a mash that's cooked, and the liquid moves through the pipes and coils. The vapors cool inside the contraption, and the alcohol runs out.
Everybody has a different type of moonshine. Ours is made out of fruits.
At the Port Morris distillery in the Bronx, the moonshine takes on a Latin flavor and is called Pittoro.
Every time I say moonshine, everybody's like, oh, ooh, and they're making a lot of different faces until they taste it.
Port Morris started their production in this homemade still. Today, they've vastly upgraded and produced 3 kinds of moonshine that's sampled and sold in their tasting room. Also hitting the top shelf in some trendy bars, the very upscale-looking Manhattan moonshine.
Cocktail bars and restaurants are always looking for the next product. They're always looking for the next flavor.
This oat-based moonshine has even made it to the top of the cocktail menu at Shorty's Bar.
If we can create something that is just a little bit different and a little bit more complex and in a lot of ways a little bit sexier for people, that's something that they'll start to flock to.
And the distillers are not only working to perfect their spirits, they are also making a sound business decision in bottling moonshine. Goes straight from the still into the bottle to be sold. No aging is necessary. It is booming.